Okay, I've been keeping bees for a while, and this is a first for me. The little darlings have decided to live under my house. Now, I've already shot a good bit of honeybee gone up under there and smoked it real good. So they're slowing down, but they're not through. They really want to live under the house. Now what I have done is I brought out a hive body and I put some drawn comb in it, and they're interested. Oh, and I shot it with Swarm Commander. So they're interested. Maybe they'll convince the queen to come out and join them in the box. I certainly do hope so, because I do not look forward to a cutout under a house, even if it is mine and I can pick the time when I want to do it. So we'll see what happens. I'll come check it again later. Yes, sirree. Just when you think you got them all figured out, they come up with a new plan. Okay, I'm going to try something new. I have a swarm on the fence, and it's a swarm out of my hives. And there's a piece of re-rod in the middle of that group. So what I've done is I've shot a little bit of Swarm Commander into this box, and I'm hoping the bees will get the idea and move across. There are a few that are already looking at it, but they're not real interested. And now I got one walking out across the bridge I put there. So maybe they'll come and take a look at stuff. Well, I got a few of them in the air. And they're starting to look at the box a little bit. Pretty bees. Okay, I've been patient. They're not paying attention. So what I'm going to do next is scoop them in. And the way you do that is you put on a bee suit, because you're really going to upset them. Well, they didn't turn nerves up so bad. Now, did I scoop the queen? That's always the question. There's some big old black drones in there, I know that. Ugh. Alright, I'm back with some comb. see what we get with that. And the whole time that I'm watching them move over onto the comb, I'm watching for the queen and the cluster and on top of the frames. And the only thing I've seen in there with a big butt has been drones. And they're starting to go in a little bit. Let's see if that forms a good enough bridge. Yeah, they're starting to move across. Okay, here we go. I got bees everywhere on my deck. And I came running out here to set up a hive to put them in. And it looks like they already figured out where they want to go. And you know what? I'll let them go in there.
Going in the box or out of the box?
In the box.
Oh, well, cool.
I think so too.
They're landing on you.
Yeah, I know.
They're on your hat, on your hand.
I got a little bit of Swarm Commander on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I might ought to go get them a little more. That box is really old and rotten. And I probably ought to get something that's a little more stable and put on top of it, because they'll go to the old and rotten one. But I don't want them there, and it'll be easier to move them into a new one once they've settled, especially if it smells like what they want it to. Anyway, all right, I'll go get another box. All right, well, I figured out where the little darlings came from. The cluster that was on the fence, they apparently didn't like the box I presented them with, but this one was quite acceptable, so they moved. Bees just do what they want to do. At least they don't seem to be going up under the house. The purple box has got all new frames and fresh foundation. And the blue box is full of old comb, and it's rotten and it's falling apart. And the bottom board is rotten and falling apart. And there's nothing in the yellow box. It's upside down. It at one time was my bee vac, and it was such a abysmal failure that I just use it for a storage box now. And in this case, a table. Oh well, nobody's perfect. At least I was smart enough to put the old dilapidated telescoping cover on it. And I believe since they flew all the way across the yard, they'll go in the box. And they haven't offered to sting me. This is a good swarm. I'm wearing my bee suit and veil, but that's more to keep them out of my ears than anything else. They're real mellow. And once they get all situated, I'll take them out across the yard and put them on a stand. But I really don't want them going up under my house. Okay, that's the end of that tune. They've all decided that the old box is where they wanted to live. And thankfully it's on wheels, so I guess later on tonight I will swap out the bottom board and probably swap out as much as I can, and then move everything over to where the hive stand is. Maybe they'll stay. I just don't want to take up the whole backyard, because I got a collie out here that needs running room, and my bees think it's a bear. And so every time the collie gets out where the bees can find him, they attack him. Well, not every time, but if he gets too close to the hive, they jump him. So I need to make room for the puppy. I didn't get to watch any type of a march. They just sort of ones and twos moved in. But I will guarantee you those two boxes are full. And I've already seen 2 or 3 moving in over here that have got pollen with them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a queen in there. They don't usually bring queen unless they got eggs. And I didn't realize they were moving in until way late this afternoon. Alright, so watch the bees play.